Alright, so today we're going to build a medium softbox. It looks like this. It's pretty much very useful to have if you're photographing at home, for example, and you don't want to set up your large softbox. Basically, this is the biggest softbox you can have and still mount it on your camera. So it's very useful to just pop on when you want a bit softer light, and it's a bit softer than the smaller portable softbox, of course. Simple to make. I think it's going to take us about 15 minutes. So let's have a look at the materials we're going to need to build the softbox. So the basis of our softbox here is going to be the plastic box from IKEA that I mentioned in the previous blog post. That one's called Samla, and as a diffusion material we're using a shower curtain also from IKEA called Egegrund. On top of that you're going to need Velcro tape, aluminium foil or aluminium tape if you rather use that, glue, a scissor, a pen, a utility knife, and some kind of sturdy black tape. Now, to begin with, face your box down onto a table and draw the shape of your flash head in the middle on the back of the box. Now when you've done that, it's time to cut out the shape we just drew. You want to place something underneath to cut into, and I'm using here an old CD cover and a piece of cardboard to make sure here that my plastic is tightly against the material I'm cutting onto here, to make sure that when I press down with my knife the plastic doesn't have to bend. So I got this support from underneath. And then you just cut along with small incisions, pressing down rather than cutting across, to make sure that the plastic doesn't crack. Now if you're having some sort of problem here, you can always heat the plastic in warm water for a couple of minutes to make it a bit easier to work with. But if you just cut down in small incisions like shown in the video, it shouldn't be a problem. When you finish cutting out the hole, check the fit of your flash head. So check that it fits tightly, but you can still get it in. Now we're going to glue aluminium foil to the inside of the box. So grab a large piece to make sure that it covers the sides of the box. Crumple it up a little bit to diffuse the light a bit better. It's going to be on the inside of the box, so it doesn't have to be so aesthetic because it will not show. Fit it to the approximate shape of your box. And then cover the inside of the box with glue. Now, to use an ample amount of glue is a good idea to make sure that it fits. You can use different kinds of glue here, some sort of a plastic glue or perhaps even a paper glue will work well. When you have covered all the sides with glue, put the aluminium foil back in and then press down onto the sides to make sure that the foil is spread out over the sides and the glue is smudged out as well. Grab off a new piece to cover on the short sides as well and glue them on there. When you've done that, finally cut out the hole in the middle of the box for the flash head. And now place your box face down on your diffusion material and trace the outline with a pen. When you've traced it, cut out the area you traced with a margin of about 2 to 3 centimeters all around the edges here. And this you need to tape the diffusion material onto the box later. It doesn't have to be so exact here when taping. Just make sure the diffusion material is attached to the box. Tape the two long sides opposite each other and then tape the two short sides again. Now we're going to tape one long piece around the rim of our box to make sure our material, our diffusion material here is really securely tightened onto the box. And when you've covered the whole rim at the top of the box here, you can continue and cover the other sides of the box to make it a bit more aesthetic looking, not to have to see this plastic foil on the inside. Easily done, and then it looks like this. Looks a bit nicer. Now take a piece of 3-4 centimeter long of rough Velcro and place it next to and below your hole, one on each side here. And we're going to use this to attach our flash head, make sure it fits tightly. And then cut out two longer pieces, one of the soft and one of the rough version of the Velcro. And then we're going to glue them with the glue facing each other, so we get one strip. And this is of course if you do not have one-sided Velcro, then you don't need to do this. This is if you have bought two separate strips, one with the rough Velcro and one with the soft. So glue them together with the glue side onto each other. And now push your flash head into the hole from the back of the box and attach the Velcro on top of that to make sure it's really secure. Of course, if you've cut your hole tightly, it will fit very well anyway. And there you have your medium-sized softbox. Right, so there you got your softbox. I guess the uses for this is going to be any moment when you want to just very simply just pop it on your camera, not have to set up lighting in any way on a stand or off camera. Just put it on your camera and get much better lighting, you know, less harsh shadows, more even soft light. So I think it can be useful in many different situations. I hope you enjoy photographing with it, and good luck.